1974 was a kaleidoscope of velvet voices and gritty grooves. It was a time when even a single hit could echo for decades. These are 10 forgotten one-hit R&B wonders from 1974, brief flames that burned unforgettable trails. Number 10, Sideshow by Blue Magic.
Sideshow again, and
the heartbreak circus we never escaped. When this slow-burning ballad dropped in the spring of 1974, it was like nothing else on the radio. Released on Atco Records, Sideshow turned emotional pain into a surreal carnival ride, blending strings, falsetto, and raw vulnerability. Blue Magic was a Philly soul outfit just getting started, and this was their breakout.
my friends.
But here's the twist. While they had minor chart entries afterward, none ever captured the same spark. Sideshow hit number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the R&B chart. But it was the only time the group's name was truly known nationwide. The intro alone, Hurry Hurry, Step Right Up, feels like stepping into a mirrored world of heartbreak.
Guaranteed to make you cry.
You can almost see the satin suits, smell the popcorn and tears. For anyone who lost love in the mid-70s, this song was your silent scream in falsetto. If that was Heartbreak Soul, the next story has a silver lining and a slow-rolling groove that made you thankful just to be alive. Number 9,
Just be thankful.
Be Thankful for What You Got by William DeVaughn. Cadillac dreams on a gospel budget. William DeVaughn wasn't supposed to be a star. He was a government draftsman from DC who scraped together $900 to record a song that would become an anthem.
You may not have.
Released by Roxbury Records in 1974, this track cruised into the national conscience with its silky message, "Style isn't everything. Gratitude is." With lines about diamond in the back, sunroof top, the track rode the same laid-back vibe as Curtis Mayfield. But DeVaughn had never released anything before and never followed up with another hit that matched its impact. The song climbed to number 1 on the R&B chart and number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Just be thankful.
Yet just like that, DeVaughn stepped back into obscurity. Still, that bass line and that slow roll became the soundtrack to every summer afternoon spent waxing a Chevy and dreaming big. And while that was smooth wisdom on vinyl, next up, we get funky in the name of a groove-loving boogeyman. Number 8, The Boogeyman by the Jackson Sisters. Sisters Funk meets the fear with a glitter twist. This one is truly slept on. The Jackson Sisters, not related to the Jackson 5, dropped this funk rock firecracker in 1974 under Tiger Lily Records. A bubbling, dance floor-ready number laced with wah-wah guitar and attitude, The Boogeyman was part Halloween, part disco fever. But despite its infectious energy, it never broke beyond regional R&B radio. The track didn't chart nationally, and the group quickly vanished from the mainstream radar. Still, if you were in the right club in 1974, maybe in Detroit or Oakland, you saw hips move to this track like it was gospel. A cult classic in Northern Soul circles today, the Jackson Sisters' short-lived spotlight only adds to the mystery. Feeling that groove? Good. Because the next track didn't just make us dance, it made us run to the dance floor. Number 7, Rock and Roll Baby by the Stylistics. A lullaby in falsetto, with feet made for dancing. Released in late 1973 but peaking in 1974, Rock and Roll Baby was a curious gem from the Stylistics, a group already known for their romantic ballads, but this track had bounce.
Zero sold into the white shoes, Papa showed.
It told the story of a little boy with big rhythm, and fans couldn't get enough of it. While the Stylistics had many hits overall, Rock and Roll Baby was a rare stylistic shift that charted strongly, reaching number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. Yet it was never followed by another up-tempo hit in the same mold. In terms of funky storytelling, this was a one-time wonder. You can feel the joy in the rhythm, the innocence in the lyrics.
It's mine and I was traveling on the road.
The kind of track your older brother spun on the porch while showing off his new bell-bottoms. That was sweet and soulful. But next, we turned the temperature down for a romantic instrumental that still haunts quiet nights. Number 6, Love's Theme by Love Unlimited Orchestra. Barry White's Silent Seduction. An instrumental in an R&B countdown? Absolutely. This lush, string-drenched number went to number 1 in 1974, yet the group behind it, Love Unlimited Orchestra, never replicated that success on the singles chart. Barry White's brainchild, the orchestra was created to back his Love Unlimited vocal trio. But for one magical moment, their own theme song became the seduction anthem of the year. With sweeping strings and subtle disco undertones, Love's Theme was everywhere. It played on radios, in lounges, in smoky rooms while lovers slow danced in the half-light. Yet, as quickly as it rose, it faded. The orchestra became a one-hit instrumental wonder. If that was Velvet and Romance, the next song is Concrete Soul, gritty, defiant, and unforgettable. If these forgotten grooves from 1974 are taking you back, give this video a like. It helps us keep the memories alive. And don't go anywhere. We still have 5 more rare R&B gems to rediscover. Number 5, Feel the Need in Me by the Detroit Emeralds.
Feel the need in me.
Urgency Wrapped in Silk, originally released in 1972, but reissued and recharted in 1974. This track by the Detroit Emeralds was pure vocal electricity. The re-release gave it new life, climbing the UK charts while still simmering on US R&B stations.
To be my guide, can't you see my arms are open?
It wasn't a flashy hit. It was a slow burner that got under your skin. The kind of track you might have heard late at night on a quiet FM station, with your bedroom window cracked open to let in the summer air. The Detroit Emeralds had other songs, but none that lingered quite like this one. That pleading chorus, Feel the Need in Me, wasn't just a lyric.
Because
It was the heartbeat of 1974, equal parts desperation and devotion. If that was emotional urgency dressed in suede, the next track is all about platform heels, horn stabs, and a groove that kicks the door down. Number 4, Sexy Sugar Plum by Joe Tex Band.
got me feeling alright, and I just want to know tonight. Sexy sugar.
Funk Fire, You Forgot You Knew, this one's a true gem from the crates. Joe Tex was already famous for his playful, talk-singing hits like Skinny Legs and All. But in 1974, his band stepped into the spotlight with Itty Sugar Plum, a brassy funk jam released on Dial Records. It oozed attitude, sass, and swagger. The groove was tight, the vocals bold, and the title alone made you raise an eyebrow. Despite the heat, the track never took off nationally. It didn't chart and didn't stick. but it became a regional favorite in the South and at soul clubs across the country.
Be with you all the time. Come here.
It was the kind of record that made dancers holler and DJs grin. Funky, fierce, and gone too fast. That one got the party started. But now, we bring it back to the soul. The next song was a solo spotlight for one of Motown's secret weapons. Number 3, Trying to Hold On to My Woman by Lamont Dozier.
Just trying to hold on.
Motown magic in solo flight. Lamont Dozier was no stranger to success. As 1/3 of the legendary Holland Dozier Holland songwriting team, he helped craft the soundtrack of the 1960s. But in 1974, he stepped into the booth himself and released Trying to Hold On to My Woman.
Kinda carried on. It only destroyed.
It was a deeply personal soul ballad that showcased not just his pen, but his heart. Released on ABC Records, the track climbed into the top 20 on the pop charts. Yet, it would remain his only major solo hit. You can hear the weight in his voice. The song swells with pain, hope, and quiet desperation. The kind of tune you play when you're trying to convince yourself that love hasn't left just yet.
Instead to lose her confidence.
Dozier went back to producing, but this one track is a testament to what he could do when the mic was his. If that was an open letter to heartbreak, the next song is a thunderstorm in slow motion. Number 2, I Can't Stand the Rain by Ann Peebles. The storm that still echoes Ann Peebles was already a respected voice out of Memphis. But in 1974, she hit gold with a track that still feels like a rainy night confession. I Can't Stand the Rain, released on High Records, climbed to number 6 on the R&B chart and broke into the Billboard Hot 100.
Kiss my window.
It was her signature song, her moment. And strangely, it was also her last major crossover hit. The production was haunting, synth raindrops, a moody backbeat, and her voice cutting through it all with restrained power. Peebles co-wrote the track, and you can feel her fingerprints on every line. It wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. It soaked into your bones. Missy Elliott would sample it decades later, but in 1974, this was the soundtrack for Broken Hearts Behind Fogged Up Windows. If that soaked your soul, get ready. Our number 1 pick is a harmony-soaked treasure you may have forgotten, but your heart never did. Number 1, Cause Your Mind by the Dells. A final flame from Harmony Kings. The Dells had been making records since the doo-wop days of the 1950s. By 1974, they were legends, but Cause Your Mind, released that year on Cadet Records, was something special.
So like someone still a diamond.
It was a mature, romantic ballad with harmonies so tight they could stop time. While the group had several hits over the decades, this particular track slipped into obscurity despite its richness. It didn't make a major dent on the charts, but for those who heard it, it was unforgettable. The blend of voices, the steady rhythm, the quiet ache of the lead. It felt like a goodbye to an era of soul harmony that was slowly giving way to disco and funk. Drop the needle today, and it still holds. A song for front porches at sunset. A song for that one love who got away but never left your heart. From Cadillac slow jams to harmony heartbreaks, these one-hit R&B wonders of 1974 were here and gone, but never forgotten. Thank you for joining us on this journey through rare soul memories. Subscribe to keep the groove alive and be the first to catch our next countdown. Up next, 10 R&B songs from 1978 we'll never forget. Click the video and keep the rhythm rolling.